Hi, second graders. I thought that I would do a math video instead of doing a Zoom and see if that's more productive. Therefore, you can watch the video and do the math paper. And if you get to where you're struggling or you need help, then you should be able to get in touch with me and get on a Zoom and we'll work it out together. So make sure you have your pre-assessment practice pages. They have red on the right-hand side. So these are the red pages that we're working on, and they start with page 319. So have those out, and then we're going to go through it with you right now. Okay, I had started this video like 3 times now, so that's why this first problem is already done, but I want you to notice, sorry about that bell, I want you to notice that I circled clue words. I read the story. Jody has 28 apples. She buys some more. Buys and more are the clue words. Now Jody has 43 apples. So we filled it in. We put 43 down here. And then she started with 28. Now she has 43. We had to figure out this. So we took 43 minus 28, and we got 15, and we put it in there. But of course, you don't just want to put that in there and think, oh, I'm done. Always check your work over. So 28 plus 15 equals 53. We solved it over here to make sure that 28 plus 15 does equal 43, and it does. We put the 15 there and then filled in the chart, the part, and whole. Now we're going to take a look at the next one, number 2. Now, what I'm going to have you do while you're watching this video is that right now would be the time that you pause the video. And then you go ahead and you solve number 2. So read it and solve it, do the whole thing, and then when you're done, play the video to see if you actually got it correct. All right? Because if you follow the video and you just copy as you're going, well, that's not really going to help you when you do the test on Tuesday. So please pause the video now and go ahead and solve number 2, and then push play and watch the video again. Okay, so it says Elena draws 18 more stars than Pearl. Elena draws 37 stars. How many stars does Pearl draw? Okay, boys and girls, I wonder if you remember when we worked before and we put an A for Elena and a P for Pearl, and it says Elena draws 18 more stars than Pearl, so Elena has more and Pearl has less, and it says Elena draws 37 stars. And we don't know how many Pearl has, right? Elena draws 18 more than Pearl. So, how would we figure out Pearl? Well, we just put the little subtraction sign here. So that means that we're going to have to subtract to get Pearl's. So, 37 minus 18, let's see if this works. Is there more on the top? No, there's more on the floor, so go next door and get 10 more. Cross out the 3, make it a 2, cross out the 7, make it a 17. 17 minus 8 is 9. 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay. So I am thinking that it's 19. Okay? So let's see if it is in fact 19. Elena draws 18 more stars than Pearl. So 18 more than Pearl. So if I take 19, that's how many Pearl has, 18 more, 9 and 8 is 17. I put down the 7. I carry the 1. 1, 2, 3, 37. So look at that. So this is checking my work to make sure that this was the correct number. So, can you use the equation to solve the problem? Choose yes or no. So 37 minus 18. Did we do that over here to solve the problem? Yes. 18 plus 37. Did we do anything like that over here to solve the problem? No. 18 plus something equals 37. Is that one of our problems that we did over here that helps? 18 plus something equals 37. Yes. Something plus 18 equals 37. Over here. Something plus 18 equals 37. Would that also be something? Yes, a problem that would help. Now it says, how many stars does Pearl draw? Well, we put 19 over here, right? So 19. All right, let's go to the number 3. Okay, now, again, I want you to pause the video, and I want you to do number 3, and then when you're done with number 3, then you go ahead and play the video back. Okay? All right. Now, Emily has 17 fewer ribbons than Piper. Piper has 48 ribbons. How many ribbons does Emily have? Do you notice any clue words in the story? Yup, you're right. Fewer is a clue word. Okay, and what operation does fewer tell us to do? That's right, if you said subtraction. So, I am going to be subtracting. What two numbers would I subtract? 48 minus 17 equals something. Well, we've talked before about stacking and solving because it's more difficult if we leave the problem horizontal than if we stack it vertically and solve it. So over here, 48 minus 17, 8 minus 7 is 1, 4 minus 1 is 3, so our answer is 31. Of course, in this space, if you would, 31 ribbons. And they also had ribbons over here. If you wanted to do something different, you know that a different strategy that you could use instead of stacking and solving. You of course could do it, like using base 10 blocks and ones. So there's our 48, and then we are going to subtract 17. So take away that 1, and then 7 of them. And how many are left? 3 and 1. So that makes 31. Okay, so you may do it either way, boys and girls, as long as you come up with the same answer. All right, now before we go on to number 4, pause the video. Then I want you to solve the problem. When you're done solving the problem, then you may watch or play the video and watch the strategy for solving it. Okay, this one says write a number story for 72 minus 36, then solve the story problem. So you may use any story that you want. And please do not use mine. But I am going to come up with a story, and you guys can be very creative and do whatever you'd like. So I'm going to write a story about, let's see, there were 72 bees in the beehive. Period. Remember that that first sentence goes with the first number in the story problem. Okay? The second sentence goes along with the second one. So then our number is 36. There are 72 bees in the beehive. See how it's good to go ahead and read over your sentences to make sure that they make sense before you move on? So there are 72 bees in the beehive. 36 of the bees buzzed away or flew away. And my clue word would be away or buzzed away. Okay? And the last sentence has to, of course, be a question. How many bees are left at the beehive? Question. So 3 sentences, 1 associated with the first number, second sentence goes along with the second number, and then the last one is the question. Then, of course, you want to solve, and stacking vertically is easier. So you ask yourself, is there more on the top? No, there's more on the floor, so go next door and get 10 more. Cross out the 7, make it a 6, cross out the 2, make it a 12. 12 minus 6, that's a double, is 6. 6 minus 3, there's a double, is 3. 36. 36 bees. Don't forget to label. All right, before we go on, go ahead and do number 5. Pause the video and go ahead and do number 5, and then go ahead and play the video and see how we solved it. Joy needs 99 coats for children in need. She gets 54 coats from her school. She gets 22 coats from friends. How many more coats does Joy need? Okay, so first of all, she needs 99 in all, correct? All right, but she starts out and she gets 54 coats, right? All right, so we're going to start with 54. And then she gets 22 coats from friends. Are there any clue words that help us determine what we're going to do with she gets 54 coats from her school, she gets 22 coats from her friends? Yes, she's getting them. She's receiving them. So she gets 54. She gets 22. We are going to add. And add 22. And then over here, since there's more room, I'm going to add 54 and 22. And we begin in the ones. 4 and 2 is 6. 5 and 2 is 7. So my answer is 76. Okay, so right now, when she got all those coats, she has 76. But she has to get 99. So we know that she has 76 and she has to get to 99. So we have to figure out what that number is, what we could add to 76 to get 99. So whenever we're missing one of these numbers here, do you remember what we do if we're missing one of the numbers? That's right, we subtract. So we're going to start with the bigger number, 99, a larger number, and subtract 76. So 9 minus 6 is, that's right, 3. 9 minus 7 is 2. So if I put 23 here, let's see if that 76 plus 23, 6 and 3 is 9, 7 and 2 is 99. So that does make sense. So over here, 99 minus 76 equals 23. So how many more coats does Joy need? Joy needed 23. Okay, before we go to the next one, pause the video so that you can go ahead and do it. And here we go with number 6. Shane has 27 more cards than Tom. So we're comparing. So I'm going to put Shane and Tom. Okay. So Shane has 27 more. There's a clue word here. More. Shane has more. So we're going to put addition up here. A plus sign. He has 27 more cards than Tom. So Tom has fewer. Okay? Shane has 62 cards. So we're going to put down there that Shane actually has 62 cards. How many cards does Tom have? So we don't know how many cards Tom has, right? So we have two numbers, 62 and 27. Right? All right. So we have to figure out Tom's. So Tom has fewer, so will we be adding or subtracting to figure out Tom's? That's right, if you said subtracting. So we are going to take 62 minus 27 to determine how many Tom has. Okay? Now, of course, we've all decided in our classroom many times that stacking vertically is easier. So, is there more on the top? No, there's more on the floor, so go next door and get 10 more. Cross out the 6, make it a 5, cross out the 2, make it a 12. 12 minus 7 is 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. So our answer is 35. So, it says Shane has 27 more cards than Tom. So if we think that Tom has 35, if I put 35 plus 27, because it says Shane has 27 more, let's see what we come up with. 7 and 5 is 12. 3 and 2 is 5, and 1 more is 6. Did we come up with how many Shane has? That's right. So over here, I'm checking my work to see if it makes sense. And it does. So Shane has 62 and Tom has 35. Okay, we are going to go to number 7. So pause the video and take a few moments and actually do number 7, and then check with the video afterwards to make sure that you did it correct. All right, Grace collects cans to be recycled. The table shows the number of cans she has collected. So she collected on Thursday 12, Friday 29, Saturday 37. So these are the number of cans she collected. How many fewer, there's a clue word, how many fewer cans did Grace collect on Thursday than on Saturday? Okay, what does fewer tell us to do? What operation? That's right, subtracting. So we're going to subtract, first of all, Thursday is 12 and Saturday is 37. So those are the two numbers that we're going to use to solve. Okay, so if I went like this, 12 minus 37 equals, can I do that? Can I take 37 from 12? No, of course we have to remember that we have to start with a larger number to subtract. So that will not work. So it would be 37 minus 12 equals something. So over here, 37 minus 12. Is there more on the top? Yes, no need to stop. 7 minus 2 is 5. 3 minus 1 is 2. 25. So over here, 25 fewer cans. Okay. Grace collects some more cans on Sunday. Oh, so Sunday's not even in there. So she, let's see, how many fewer cans did collect on Thursday and Saturday? So from Thursday from Saturday, she collected 25 few, and now she collected some more cans on Sunday. She now has 90 cans. Woo! Altogether, she has 90, including the Sunday. So it says, find the missing number in the equation to find how many cans Grace collects on Sunday. Okay, so first of all, we have to add how many she collected all together from Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And that's what that's showing down here, 12 plus 29 plus 37. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the first two numbers, 12 and 29 from the Thursday and Friday. 9 and 2 is 11. Down the 1, carry the 10. 2, 3, 4. So that's 41 right there. So I'm going to cross this out and I'm going to put 41. So now it's 41 plus 37. So now I'm going to add 41 and 37. 7 and 1 is 8. 4 and 3 is 7. So altogether, this is 78 right here. Okay, that's 78. But we have to get to 90, right? So this is Sunday's collection that we don't know yet. We don't know what we collected on Sunday. So boys and girls, how would I figure out if I'm missing a number here? If I have 78 plus something equals 90, what operation would I do when I'm missing one of those add-ins? You're right if you said subtraction. So I take 90, which is how many he has to get in the end, 78, which is how many there is from Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and I start with the ones. Is there more on top? No, there's more on the floor, so go next door and get 10 more. Cross out the 9, make it an 8. Cross out the 0, make it a 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 8 minus 7 is 1. So I'm going to put a 12 here, but I have to make sure and check my work. So over here I'm going to put check. This is where I'm going to check my work over, okay? So I'm going to take this 78, I'm going to add this 12, and let's see if we come up with this 90. 8 plus 2 is 10, 0, carry the 1, 7, 8, 9. So there it is. So 12 is my answer there. Another way that you could do this, boys and girls, is you could have added 12, 29, and 37. And I'll show you up here. So if some of you did that, that was okay. 12, 37, and 29. Okay. And we look at the ones, and we want to make a 10, a 5, or a double. Remember how we talked about that before? So 7 and 2 is 9. 9 and 9 is 18. We put down the 8, and we carry the 1. And then we can add the 2 and the 1 gives us a 3, plus 3 is 6, and 1 more is 7. So there's 78. So instead of doing these right here to figure out the 78, you could have just stacked it like that. All right. Now before we go on to the next one, boys and girls, you will want to pause the video, and I want you to do number 8, and then come back and check to see if you got it right. Okay, so number 8. It says find the missing number that makes each equation true. Well, this on the right-hand side of the equals, there is a blank. So I can't really solve this because I don't know what that is. So we go to the left side, and it says 18 minus 10. So I could stack it if I wanted to, or if I just knew the answer was 8, I could just cross that out and put 8 equals 9 minus something. 8 equals 9. So 9 minus what would give us an 8? Yep, that's right, if you put a 1 down there. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. Well, this side again, the right-hand side of the equals, has a blank, so we can't solve that yet. But we can sure solve this side. So over here, I'm going to go 35 plus 30. 5 and 0 is 5. 3 and 3 is 6. So, cross this out. 65 equals 45 plus something. So if I'm missing one of these numbers over here, I'm missing one of the add-ins, what operation do I do, boys and girls? We've talked about this many times. What do? I hope you said subtract. So 65 minus 45. 5 minus 5 is 0. 6 minus 4 is 2. So 220. Now I'm going to check it. Does 45 plus 20 equal 65? Does 45 plus 20 equal 65? So 45 plus 20. 5 and 0 is 5, 4 and 2. It does. This is where I'm checking again. So there is my answer. All righty. Are we ready? Pause the video. Go ahead and do number 9. And here we go. Find the missing number that makes each equation true. So, on the right-hand side of the equal side, we can solve this. On this side, we have a missing number. So let's go to this side. There's 7 plus 15 plus 8. Well, I know if I add 7 and 8 together, I get 15. So now I just have to add 15 and 15. So 15 plus 15, sorry, that was sloppy. 5 and 5 is 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. 1, 1, and 1 is 3. So this actually is 30 on this side. So it would be 24 plus something equals 30. All right, so if I am missing one of my add-ins, boys and girls, 24 plus something equals 30. What operation do I do? That's right. I take 30 minus 24. Is there more on the top? No, there's more on the floor. So go next door and get 10 more. Cross out the 3. Make it a, 2. Cross out the 0. Make it a 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 2 minus 2 is 0. So, oops, that would be a 6. And this would be a 6. So now I'm going to rewrite that equation underneath. 24 plus 6 equals 30. And I could check over here by adding 24 plus 6 to see if I get 30. 6 and 4 is 10. And 0, carry the 1. 2 and 1 is... Yep, I checked it. That's right. Okay, so the next one, we are missing 1 on this side. Okay? So we need to solve this side. So 46 minus 5. 6 minus 5 is 1. And bring down the 4. 41. So I can cross this out. 41 equals... Now, boys and girls, I think that most of you can add 10 plus 10. So we know that is 20 plus something. So 41 equals 20 plus something. Now, when we're missing one of these add-ins, what operation do we do? That's right, we subtract. So 41 minus 20. 1 minus 0 is 1. 4 minus 2 is 2. So if I put 21 here, 20 plus 21 does equal 41. So my answer is 21. Okay, so now we're going to go to the very last page. Well, actually, we got 2 more here. So this is the school fair. This is a performance task. So Meadow School is having a school fair. The table shows the number of tickets Mrs. Davis's class has sold. So on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, they sold 42, 17, and 21. How many fewer tickets did Miss Davis's class sell on Wednesday than on Monday? So we're looking at Wednesday and Monday, those 2 days. Complete the bar diagram to model the problem, then solve. All right, so we want to know how many fewer. The clue word fewer tells us what, boys and girls? Fewer. Yep, that's subtraction. So we're going to subtract. So we have 42 minus 21. So 2 minus 1 is 1. 4 minus 2 is 2. 21. So 42 belongs in the long bar, the whole part, and then 21 and 21 make up the each part, whole. And so how many fewer? The answer would be 21. Now over here it says Miss Davis says the class can have a party if they sell 95 tickets. Okay, write an equation to show how many tickets the class has sold. Then solve the equation, show your work. All right, so write an equation to show how many tickets the class sold. Well, if we go over here, the class sold on Monday 42, on Tuesday 17, and on Wednesday 21. So if we want to know how many they sold in all, what operation would we do? That's right, we would subtract 42 plus 17 plus 21. Okay, and we can do it this way where we stack all of them together like this. 2 and 7. 7 plus 2 more is 9, and 1 more is 10. Put the 0 down, carry the 1. And then 4 and 1 is 5, and 2 more is 7, and 1 more is 8. Just got to double check. So 80 is how many tickets were sold. So we'll put 80 there. All right. But up here it says Mrs. Davis says the class can have a party if they sell 95 tickets. Well, they only have 80. How many more do they need? So 80 plus something equals 95. If I am missing one of these add-ins, boys and girls, this is addition, and I'm missing one of them, what operation do I do? That's right, subtraction. So 95 minus 80 will give us this answer here. So is there more on the top? Yes, no need to stop. 5 minus 0 is 5. 9 minus 8 is 1. So 15 is our answer. I'm going to check it, though, to make sure that I got it right. So if I put 15 in there, it would be 80 plus 15. 0 and 5 is 5. 8 and 1 is 9. Did I get 95? That's correct. Perfect. Okay, so now this is another performance task one, but I'm going to let you go ahead and do this one. It's very similar to this one where you have to solve more than one equation, it's a two-part. And it says write a number story about selling tickets for the school fair. Use numbers that you can add or subtract. So you also get to do a story. So you get to go ahead and do this last page, boys and girls. I hope this was helpful. Again, if you have questions, I'm on Zoom when I'm not doing a video, and I will help you if you need it.